Hey, listen up. So, have you been having discussions lately with a partner, spouse, a friend, or a family member, and you guys want to buy a home, but no one can seem to agree on anything? Like, let's get real here. You should definitely stay here and listen to the rest of this video, take some notes, and maybe need to go get a drink. So get comfy, and I'll be right back. So anytime you're making a really big life-changing decision like buying or selling a piece of property, you're going to run into a bunch of different conflicts and things. But when you first start off, you have to ask yourself and your partner, your friend, your spouse, your family member, whoever you're making this decision with, a few things. And they're really basic ones that we probably learned in elementary school. It's who, what, where, when, how, and the number one is why. Why are we making this decision right now? So I was talking about why. So step one, you need to have a real conversation and establish why you all need or want to move. Is it to be closer to family? Is it to be closer to a new job or a business opportunity? Is it because of a desired school change for kids or grandkids? Or one or both of you just retiring soon and you're ready to move on to a better place, like a nicer place, a smaller place, a bigger place, I don't know, whatever it is, but you really need to take the time out and to establish why you are wanting to make this change. So step two, and you probably have already thought about this and you're like, she's not even talking about it yet, just hold tight. So in real estate, the number one thing that we talk about all the time is what? Location, location, location. Where do you want to move? Location is so key. Like, that's the whole point of real estate. It's the most important part. So have you all really discussed this? Have you agreed on the best location for all parties? What are the factors driving you? Where will you find your next home? Have you mapped out commutes for work or volunteering or other activities, things that you do often? Mapped out how close or far away you are from family members, depending on your preference, if you want to be close or further away. Proximity to amenities. So if you're maybe having any types of health problems, maybe that's part of the reason why you're moving, is you want to be closer to healthcare facilities and restaurants, grocery stores, gyms, favorite places, restaurants, or you want to have proximity to highways so you can get to certain places. Here in central Pennsylvania, right here in Lancaster, York, Harrisburg areas, the capital, Pennsylvania, we're so close to so many huge cities that people love to visit. So we could go to Washington, D.C., we could be at Baltimore at the Inner Harbor. We love to go there during the summer. You can be at the beach in New Jersey, Delaware, and you're one quick train ride or highway drive away from New York City. So location is so key, and that's something that you definitely want to factor in and have a big discussion about that. So step three, when do you truly need or want to move? Is it for kids in school? So the school year starts August or September. So you definitely want to have some lead time. You want to have at least 3 to 6 months before they actually have to be in school. You don't want to be rushing at the last minute and then trying to get settled into school. If it's a new school, then that could be a little bit of transition, or if they're switching from elementary to middle school or middle school to high school, there's already a lot of pressure and different things going on there. So you definitely want to look at the time factor and make sure that you have enough lead time. Right now, at the time of this video, it's May. So if you're going to be doing that and you wanted to work with me or another realtor, you definitely want to get that ball rolling so that you're ready for school. Another thing is, have you discussed selling your current home? So is that something that you need to do? Do you need to be able to have the equity and the cash to buy that next home? That's a really, really super important piece that you need to factor in as well, because if you need to do that, then maybe you need to get your home ready, see is, get that home on the market, market it, go through the escrow process, which can be anywhere from 30 to 60 to 90 days. So we're talking 3 months. And then getting that equity out, and now you're starting the process all over again with buying. So when you need to move, what's your deadline by? Now, some people might be a little bit more flexible. They don't have a situation with kids. They just have a range of when they would like to be in their next home. Okay, step 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How? This is where a real estate professional like me, excuse me, comes into the picture. So you and your partner, your spouse, your friend, or family member or family members, whoever's making this decision, really, you guys have already fleshed out everything. You've agreed on the basic understanding of the location. You've agreed on when you want to move by. You've agreed on, all of the really important parts. What type of money that you need to have bringing to the table. Do you need to liquidate assets? Do you need to move some 401k money around? Do you need to get the equity out of your home through a HELOC, or you need to actually sell your home? So you, on a really serious level, have had these conversations and you fleshed it out. That's when you're ready to then step forward with the entire real estate process of buying the home. So you have this understanding and you're ready to go. So the way that I work is I sit down with all parties involved and I just take an inventory of what your needs and wants are, everybody's needs and wants for this next home. And once we do that and I talk about my process in an initial meeting, then you guys can decide and I can decide if personality-wise we're a good fit or not, and then we can go from there. So the next steps after that would be talking about, all the boring stuff, but very important disclosures and legal implications, working with me and the brokerage, then setting up your search. So you have a home search, you get an app, or you can just do it through your email, and you get searches based on the parameters and the things that I've asked you about, what your needs and wants are and your location for your home, and you're getting that information sent to you every single day. So once you find something that you like, and we've started on the financial part as well, getting pre-approvals, then we can go start looking for the home. So this is a really solid foundation on which I like to start out relationships with people that are wanting to buy homes with me. Because, let's just be real. Sometimes one person or 2 people in the group are really on board and they have their exact view and way that they want this to go and the home purchase to go. And the other person has a completely different idea of what they want to do. So I just really encourage you and your friend, your spouse, your partner, your family member or members to sit down and have an honest discussion with each other about what your needs and wants are. To really sit there and be vulnerable, because this, buying a house or selling a house really can bring up some major relational issues and maybe some psychological issues that you just really didn't realize were under the surface. And so when we have these discussions, we go through the process, everybody's completely honest with each other, and each person is willing to state their needs and wants as well as make compromises, then we can all work together towards a shared goal and an amazing outcome. So as we're talking about this, I just want to let you know that I do have a free guide that you can download. I will put the link below the video so that you can click and download, so you can talk about the who, what, where, when, and why, and how of purchasing a home, when it's not just you as the decision maker, but there's other people involved, and you have to share your ideas, you have to compromise, and you have to be diplomatic and to working towards this goal. So make sure you look below this video and click there for the guide. And it's a worksheet. Basically, you can use that as an interactive tool to sit down with the other person or persons that you're going to eventually be making this amazing home purchase. So do you think you're truly ready to move forward with your home buying process with whomever that you're going to be living with? If it's going to be your spouse, your partner, your friend, your family member, like I've said a few times here in this video, you know, these are the things that you have to think about, talk about, be honest about before you start meeting with professionals like myself and my broker and other team members, because we really value your time and we really hope and pray that you value our time as well, so that we can get the most out of the relationship, so that we can get the most out of helping you reach your goal and find your dream of that next home. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was helpful to you, please leave a comment, you know, good, bad, or indifferent. Like the video, subscribe if you would love to continue to follow on some real estate updates and real estate news about the Central PA area. And I really appreciate you so much. Thanks. Bye.